Today, I wanted to talk to you about a little bit of a difficult subject. Master plan communities are lying to you. Stick around and I will tell you why. As most of you know who watch this channel, I talk almost exclusively about master plan communities. They are a big part of Texas. In fact, next to Florida, we have more master plan communities than any other state in the country. And for the most part, I am a supporter of buying into master plan communities. Historically, they retain their home value, the schools tend to be higher rated, and there is a higher demand for these houses due to the amenities and conveniences within these communities. Not to mention, everything is bigger in Texas, and this is especially true for the square footage you get in a master plan community in the suburbs compared to a home in the city. I live in a house with more boys than girls, so I have been forced to watch all the Rocky movies in order. And to quote the Italian stallion, the world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. That's true about the world and master plan communities, Rocky. Master plan communities come with their own set of annoyances, and personally, I don't think they are as regulated as they should be. First, what is a master plan community really? According to RCLCO, a real estate advisory firm, a master plan community differentiates itself from a suburban subdivision in one core aspect. It focuses on fostering a sense of community, both in terms of housing options and lifestyle amenities. So what does this all mean? Basically, when you buy into a master plan community, you are buying into the developer's promise of these said amenities and commercial developments, as well as a certain lifestyle. Many of us, myself included, are drawn to these benefits. The developer, the home builders, the sales agents, even realtors will sell you on the highlights and promises, but the catch is we don't know when and if the developers are ever going to actually build these things. What many are coming to find out is that within a few years of living in said master plan community, a lot of these amenities and lifestyle promises that are made are not happening, especially at the rate they were promised. In fact, there are some communities here in the Houston area where the homeowners have been waiting over a decade now for the promised commercial amenities that were supposed to come. They are also coming to find that developers are changing plans and adding in apartment complexes and rental neighborhoods before adding in amenities that benefit the resident. Obviously, these things were not sold to the home buyer from the get-go. Another frustrating aspect homeowners are facing is that they typically pay very high mud taxes for infrastructure and roads to and from the master plan community, in which a lot of these are taking several years to complete, which is making more traffic and frustration for the homeowner who bought into this development. There is one master plan community here in Houston that opened earlier this year that was promising great amenities like a crystal lagoon, tons of parks and amenities, a very family-friendly neighborhood. Thousands of homes later, the developer sold the land to a new developer who has entirely different plans for the community, which include a much smaller lagoon, less parks and recreation, and more apartments and rentals. Of course, anybody who bought into this community from the beginning would be enraged that these plans are changing now. We all continue paying our HOA and development fees, and yet it seems like there is nothing that we can do, and the developer is ultimately in control of the decision making for the community. The truth is, the developers are in the market to make money, and changes in these amenities are often due to market conditions, financial uncertainty, and permitting from the city and county. At least that is what they say to justify the change in master plans. Now, with all that being said, I am not trying to paint Houston developers in a bad light. Despite these annoyances, these areas and communities are still some of the most sought after areas to live in the Houston area. And although they are falling short of the commercialized amenities, especially during the time frame people are expecting, buyers are still flocking to these neighborhoods for the home builders, the schools, the aesthetics, and the amenities that are actually already in place. Also, even in these developing communities, homes are still retaining their home value because of what the future of these developments hold. Most major developers here in Houston have built successful master plan communities with all the promised amenities in place. I just want you to be an informed buyer and have realistic expectations when buying, especially in a newer master plan community. Just know that whatever time frame they give you is probably not accurate, and that These developments take many, many, many years to develop and could change over time. To avoid disappointments and downfalls of master plan communities, I highly suggest you go with one that is a little bit more established. And if you are going to go with a brand new master plan community, I highly suggest that you do research on the developer, look at their past projects and everything that they've done, and get as much information as you can before purchasing. And if you do go with a newer master plan community, just remember that you are in it for the long game. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.